switch that flow, straight back, on them feet, bounce that, get down low, bounce, rap, yes indeed. About to telling me something, maybe I need to figure out how the hell are we cutting, I got a deed to the house, and the last of the if you tryna do something, you gotta lead with the bounce. Make it bounce, bounce for me. Make it bounce, bounce for me. Back it on a handstand. Make it bounce, handstand. Bounce for me. Back it on a handstand. Make it bounce. Make it bounce. Make it bounce. Make it bounce. All right. On the floor, big carbon here like Mayweather. Tula come through and blow up. Got millions out there rap. They hate her, but they stole the flow. Got back in after back in coming. I stole the show. Don't run up on that. She a head case. All she do is shoot. I signed my deal up on the PJ and hopped out a parachute. I'm geeked on next week. Got no more features. I might just stare at you. I'm geeked on next week. Got no more features. I might embarrass you. Yeah, glow. Stomp a little with some shell toes. Yeah, glow. Slapping, rapping, making bail. Two-tone Cartier match the nails. Yeah, glow. No competition, these stale. Yeah, glow. Curbing, no curbing, my layers. Yeah, glow. Say they get money, but I can't tell. Yeah, glow. Keep running circles around these snail. Yeah, glow. And my bumping up in the jail. On the big glow, where you been at? Mine, everywhere I'm working hard. Maybach and G-Wagon truck. Got M&M's in my garage. Quick to crank up on you.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport, historic Soldier Field in Chicago. We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. Off we go from Soldier Field. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll run. This is Jalen Warren. And he'll take it for 4 yards on the game's first play. Here's 2nd and 6. First carry for Ramondre Stevenson. And nothing doing on that run. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. We have an early 3rd down coming up.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Throw on 3rd down, Stafford. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he's going to bring this one back. Wow, less than a minute into the game. It's a pick 6 and an early touchdown. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Packers will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Stafford now to throw on first down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jeremy Chin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone. First carry now for the former Badger Jonathan Taylor. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. From the gun, Jackson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Play action now. Jackson. That is caught by the tight end. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Keyshawn Nixon going to bring it out of the end zone. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Now a first down throw for Stafford. He's going to let one fly for Addison.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
First catch of the ball game for Debo. That's a first down.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter. Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. Michael Mayer, the tight end, was targeted with that one. And that'll set up 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
They are going for it. Stafford. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs. In motion, it's Waddle. They'll run on 1st down with Taylor. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2. Jackson now on 2nd down. That is incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. With a shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll try to run for it. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. On play action, here's Jackson. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Derrick. And now he loses the football. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
It's a loss of 2.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Once again, it's Warren. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the 1st quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Packers on top. We're back to Soldier Field after this. They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Stafford. Has his man, it's Samuel. 11 yards on the pass there. 1st down, Chicago.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation. And that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd. And for the 3rd time in this 1st half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he's going to score again. How about that for a daily double? The 2nd defensive touchdown he's scored in this game. Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Packers will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. He's got his man downfield. It's Debo. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They picked up 17 through the air. Good for a Bears first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline.
To the goal line and in. Tyler Conklin. Touchdown, Bears. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
This is fielded inside the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Packers take over at first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And the tackle is going to be made down at the 40-yard line. They'll go again here with Taylor. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down. Off the play fake, Jackson. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Packers. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on first and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be second down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL, and if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, you know, the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They're going to go. It's Stafford. He gets this one complete to Johnston. And he indeed picks up a Bears 1st down. They pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. The gain is 18. To the air again, Stafford. Now inside the 25. They're going to have it 1st and goal. He'll be out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. A big-time play for the Bears. An even 40 yards. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. 1st down and goal. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. One more time with Warren. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. They'll run. It's Warren. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Jalen Warren. Touchdown, Chicago. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
The return starts from the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Here's a handoff to Warren. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. A shotgun snap to Stafford. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got a receiver. It's Addison. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for a Bears first down. To throw is Stafford. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They'll put Addison in motion. Stafford to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Throwing again is Stafford. He's got his big tight end. Tyler Conklin. Touchdown Bears. His second catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball's over 60 yards in the air, and I won't be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we have reached halftime here, and the visitors from Green Bay out on top as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. 1st and 10. Jackson. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That is hard. And he will take this one in. 74 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now Warren. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to throw is Stafford. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Stafford. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
On 4th down, Stafford. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
A 1st down throw for Jackson. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Keyshawn Nixon.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
From his own end zone, it's Stafford. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, now it's just getting out of control, Mike. I mean, to see him continue to put the ball in harm's way time and time again, it's a little miscommunication. It's a little bad execution. I'm sure it's a little bit of everything. But at the end of the day, the ball is in your hands. You've got to make better decisions with it.
And he'll be taken down, but what a connection. All the way up to the 45-yard line.
Mike, it just seems like certain games each week just align for matchups like we're seeing today. Just two quarterbacks trading blow for blow, putting on a show for their respective teams. Let's see if he can finish this drive off with another touchdown following that big play.
A gain there of 27 yards.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of, They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown along the way.
They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. That is brought in at the 10. And he is going to be out of bounds. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. First and goal coming up.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on first and goal. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now Stafford on third and goal. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Sanders' kick is good. And the Bears are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. From the gun, Jackson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Play action now. Jackson. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. On play action, here's Jackson. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. They'll come up here, first and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Green Bay. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Stafford now to throw on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
They motion the slot man left. Jackson now to throw. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. The Bears have it. Still going. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. And they'll take it in for the touchdown. Greg, they were looking for that big momentum moment, and the defense delivers with the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself trailing, especially here in the second half, you're just looking for any spark, and you don't know where it's going to come from. In this case, it comes from the defense not only being able to force that turnover, take it back for 6, and start chipping away at this second half deficit.
Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. And how about that back bulldozing his way forward? A gain of 9 yards. They go right back to Taylor. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So back at... It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jackson. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's caught! What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Jackson now on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. On the handoff, it's Taylor. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. The shotgun, here's Jackson. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
When this offense is really in gear, Mike, a lot of it is because of the ability of Lamar Jackson running the football. He is what makes this thing go. You can see why.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver.
He is in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Packers. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but It's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Now a first down throw for Stafford. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Now a second down throw for Stafford. He gets it to Samuel, left side. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And at this point in the game, trailing by this much, you're just trying to get something positive going. And even if it doesn't alter the outcome of this week's game, Mike, you're trying to build on some things that you can take into next week's practice, build off of and learn from, and hopefully carry it into next week's game to hopefully have a lot better performance, especially here offensively.
He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And that will lead to a second down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Stafford. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up the first down.
Trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1. From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Warren. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain.
This offense is finding out the hard way, Mike. There is just not a lot of room to operate against this defense down near the goal line.
They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Jaylen Warren. Touchdown, Chicago. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Slot man in motion left. They'll drop to throw. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
Mike, this guy has just been on another level the entire day. I mean, there's not a guy out there who is seeing the field as well as he has. I mean, forget having days like this as a pro. Most guys don't have days like this at any level throughout their career. I mean, this is one he'll look back on for a long time.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he is just going to waltz his way in. The pick six. A touchdown for the defense. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
And he will get into the end zone and extend the lead by 2 more. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Open man downfield. It's Addison. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. Now Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bears are able to cut into the deficit. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. What a great return. All the way down to the 40-yard line.
When you get a big return like that, the offense takes the field with a lot more energy. They can see the end zone. They know they've got a short field. It brings a boost to the entire sideline when the special teams can have an impact play like we just saw there.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy.
And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Derek Forrest.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
This is 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to let one fly for Addison. And that is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
He's got his man downfield. It's Debo. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down. Working out of the gun, Stafford. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. To the air again, Stafford. Now he's loose again. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 38 yards. Here's first down. Stafford to throw again. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
That's caught. So they get the 2-point conversion, and all of a sudden that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the 4th. In need of a recovery and a quick field goal, here comes the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
Now, faking the give. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Let's call it for what it is, Mike. I mean, right now, this team is winning in spite of him. Certainly not because of him. And what's really concerning is that's the most important position on the team. And if they are able to hold on and they do pull this game out, it could wind up being one of the most poor performances we've ever seen in a winning effort that I can recall in a long time. And his great game continues, and all game long, Mike, he's really been on the receiving end of a lot of big plays, but I think we might have just seen his best one yet.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Taylor. And that'll be a pickup of 3. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. They face second down and 7. On the give, this is Taylor. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down. They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. He's going nowhere. That call, not the right one. It's going to bring up fourth down.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. Here we go. One final play. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So, it's a win here for the visiting Packers. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
It's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give cause that's your birthday. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug, if you're in the getting. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug, if you're in the getting. When I pull up out front, you see the Benz on dub. When I roll 20 deep, it's always drama in the club. Now that I roll with Dre, everybody show me love. When you sell like Eminem, you get plenty of groupie love. Look, homie, ain't nothing changed. Rolls down, G's up. I see exhibit in the cutting, man. Watch how I move, you mistake before I play up. Been hit with a but I don't walk with a limp. In the hood, in the lady saying 50, you hot. They like me, I want them to love me like they love pop. But holla in New York, the show to tell you I'm local. And the plan is to put the rap game in the choke. I'm fully focused, man. My money on my mind, got a meal out the deal, and I'm still in the grind. Now shorty says she feeling my style, she feeling my flow. A girl from Wooded, they ready to find me in the club. Full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug, if you're in the getting. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug, if you're in the getting. My flow, my show brought me the dough that brought me all my fancy things. My crib, my cars, my clothes, my shoes. Look, homie, I done came up and I ain't.
shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath.